Hello, this is One is All. Have you ever had this thought? That perhaps it's no coincidence you're watching this video right now. Maybe there's a deep pull within you, a whisper from your soul, that brought you here. Today, I'd like to talk about a profound wisdom flowing within us, what Buddhism calls the true self, and what Western spirituality refers to as the higher self. So, what is the higher self? In Western spirituality, the higher self is seen as our inner divine essence, a higher version of ourselves that connects our soul to universal wisdom. Carl Jung called it the self that transcends the ego, our everyday personality. In the New Age perspective, it's often referred to as the God within. The higher self is deeper and broader than the self we usually identify with. The thoughts and emotions we experience daily, like I'm this or I feel that, are surface-level expressions of the ego. In contrast, the higher self is like an inner director overseeing and guiding the entire movie of our life. So today's video will explore how the true self in Buddhism and the higher self in Western spirituality are really different expressions of the same essence. Let's dive deeper. The higher self is the sacred director of our life. Just as a film director knows the entire storyline, the higher self sees the bigger picture and orchestrates key moments in our lives. Meanwhile, our ego, the everyday mind, is like the actor in the scene, immersed only in the immediate emotions of joy or fear. Imagine this: you're tired after work and suddenly feel the urge to visit a park. You follow that intuition, and as you walk in the breeze and sunlight, you feel your stress melt away. That's the higher self guiding you toward peace. Even the fact that you're watching this video right now might be your higher self leading you to this moment. We often encounter signals from the higher self in daily life, a sudden urge to reach out to a friend, a breakthrough idea during a quiet walk, or the ability to stay calm in a tense situation. These intuitive nudges and inner awakenings are messages from the higher self. Sometimes, life-changing moments come disguised as coincidences. You might meet a mentor at an unexpected gathering or learn a powerful life lesson through what seemed like a failure. These experiences are often designed by the higher self to foster growth and learning. To connect with the higher self, surrender is key. But surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting that the universe delivers what we need at the perfect time, even if it doesn't align with our ego's desires. Our ego often chases wealth, status, or recognition. But the higher self cares less about surface success and more about soul growth and inner evolution. So sometimes, the higher self may delay or even block our worldly ambitions in order to teach us something essential, through challenges, disappointments, or even illness. Let's say your ego believes that a successful life requires money, beauty, or a top education. But when you don't achieve these right away, you feel frustrated or defeated. This might be the higher self guiding you to look deeper, beyond society's definitions of success. That's why a true attitude of surrender is important. If you're sick, then being sick is the truth of your life right now. Acceptance doesn't mean passive defeat. It's trusting that this moment, as it is whole and complete. We do our best, striving toward our goals, but we leave the final outcome to the wisdom of the higher self. From a higher perspective, even our current hardships might be necessary growth experiences for our soul. It's like a seasoned sailor respecting the stormy sea while still holding the steering wheel, active surrender, not helplessness. Like planting a seed, giving it water and sunlight, then trusting nature to do its part. This isn't fatalism, everything's predetermined so I give up, nor is it extreme self-power, I create everything alone. It's a balance between effort and trust. Paradoxically, when we finally accept what we thought we never could, our heart finds peace. And from that peace, new positive realities begin to unfold. This inner peace often signals that the lesson for this phase of your life is complete. Here's a key insight to hold close: the higher self is not some distant godlike entity. It's not separate from you. Buddhist wisdom teaches that the higher self and your current self are like different branches growing from the same root. The ego, your thoughts, emotions, and sensations, are temporary and ever-changing, like flowers that bloom and fade. But the true self, the higher self, is like the unchanging root beneath them all. It's the energy that connects all life and flows through everything. To hear the voice of the higher self, we must learn to listen inwardly. Its voice is subtle and gentle, so we must practice tuning in. For example, if you feel a sudden urge to visit a different cafe than usual, go for it. I once followed that intuition, and while sipping coffee and watching the world go by, a long-lost friend came to mind. I reached out, and she said, "I was just thinking of you." That moment felt like the higher self was guiding me back to connection. And now, feel this moment. When you drink your coffee, notice its warmth. Listen to the birds, the breeze, the sound of laughter. These ordinary moments are sacred. The higher self whispers to us in these moments, "You are one with the divine, right now." When we fully experience the present, the true self reveals itself more clearly. You can also meet the higher self when you observe your emotions like a witness. Let's say a colleague says something thoughtless and you feel a surge of anger. Instead of reacting, pause and ask, "Why am I so angry?" Maybe it touches an old wound, a memory of feeling powerless or ashamed. Just realizing this helps you step back from the emotional storm and view it with compassion. Instead of being trapped by your emotions, you now watch them from the peaceful center of your true self. Through this process, you begin to reclaim your inner peace. We all face waves in life. But never forget, beneath the waves, there's always the calm sea. Right now, the sound of your breath, the steam rising from your cup, even this video we're sharing, it's all part of a perfect, sacred moment. If this video touched you in some way, please press like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thank you so much.